and welcome to my sunroom here in New Jersey. I am Chef Sophia and Chef Soph on Instagram. We're here in New Jersey and just in time for Thanksgiving. I was in all of the supermarkets today. It is absolute chaos, but we did it. We got what we needed, and we're going to start this beautiful live today. Please comment where you're from, where you're watching from, and let's get this started. We're going to start with a Greek mashed potato recipe, and this is good for any vegans out there, and it's also just a healthy alternative and nice addition to spice up your Thanksgiving and make it Greek. So we have some white potatoes. I think these are little baby russets. We're going to give these like a little smash. I just boiled these in salted water. When you boil potatoes, you can put it in cold water and then get it up hot on the heat. Make sure it's nice and salty because that's what's going to give the potatoes all of the flavor. So a little mash. This recipe was inspired by one of my friends. She went to Paris and she had mashed potatoes with Kalamata olives in them. And I said to myself, wow, that must be so good. Let me add my fresh herbs and I'll spice it up a bit. So we have fresh dill, fresh oregano. If you can't find it, just use the dry. Smells so good. You could just eyeball it or, taste as you go. All these fresh herbs. We have fresh thyme, which is my favorite. It has a floral, lemony scent. So good for poultry, vegetables. So these are all of the flavors that are also going to go in our turkey, which is going to be so great. Some fresh mint, or you can do dried mint, whatever you have. This is the easiest, most delicious recipe. And then I have capers, which I buy them in bulk. I go to my local Greek store in Kenilworth, New Jersey. And I'm just going to drop these capers right in there. If a little brine gets in, no problem. And then I brought these home from Crete. Delicious Cretan olives. They actually have a small pit inside. But you just roll it down your finger and squeeze hard and the pit will come right out. And I like to leave these, they'll kind of just open up themselves and break off as they mash. I'm not going to put too much olives inside, just for a little flavor into the potatoes. So good. Where is everyone watching from? Let's get these right in here. Put a few. I have garlic tahini in a jar, also from the Greek store. We're going to put a little flavor, and tahini is sesame paste. This is actually imported from Greece. This is Krinos brand, so yummy. We're just going to take our knife and chop up all of our fresh herbs, the dill, the mint. So good. I actually have a little bit of flat leaf parsley. This is so healthy. Just a little mince. Fresh herbs are my favorite. If you've been watching me throughout the years, you know I put them on absolutely everything. And then we have our delicious extra virgin olive oil, which is actually my own, and I'm going to be coming out with it soon, God willing, to share with all of you. Look at all these herbs, olives, tahini. Smells so good, so fresh and delicious. You could do this with sweet potatoes. You can do this with mashed cauliflower if you wanted extra vegetables. This is a great meal prep item for the week to jazz up your roasted potatoes. We're going to add some, I always keep on my counter a little pepper and salt. It makes it very easy. There's no shaking and just get in there with your fingers. Saves time. You don't have to use your dirty hands to pick up any of the containers that they're in. And I personally like a lot of olive oil. So we're going to put some more. This is, This olive oil has some aromas in it and herbs. So let's give this a little taste for seasoning. We'll set it aside and then we'll work on our turkey. If you love Greek flavors, you love fresh, good ingredients, that is the side dish for you. Everyone's going to go wild. Get a good quality olive oil and it's game over. We've got our bowl here. We're going to work on our turkey. So a lot of people do a herb butter underneath the turkey, but I'm going to do something different. And this is how I actually sometimes make my chicken souvlaki when I make for catering job. I actually use yogurt. So it's a tenderizer. We're going to do it on the turkey. So I have delicious Greek yogurt. This is the good stuff from the Greek store. It's actually goat and sheep milk mixed. And if you've ever had a good quality yogurt, you know it's good when it just hits you right on the sides and just, delicious. Again, with all of the herbs, just slide down. This is the fresh thyme. This is going to add a lot of flavor to our turkey. And it's okay if the stems get in there. No need to worry. You could make this ahead of time, a few days before. You could thin it out with some vinegar and more olive oil and make it into a yogurt dressing. There's lots of different things that you can do with this. Again, with the fresh oregano, I like to use all fresh. If you have sage and you want to put sage, if you have tarragon, if you have anything that grows, if you are growing herbs indoors, no need to get crazy. We're just breaking this dill up with our hands. And this is all going to go under the skin. Fresh mint. A ton of olive oil again. Lots of salt and pepper. And I'm actually doing a turkey breast today. If you don't like to deal with the carcass, and if you're not one to be too much of a foodie and you just want things to be easy for everybody, I highly recommend a turkey breast. We have prime rib at my Thanksgiving, so sometimes we do turkey breast because we're all eating the prime rib instead. Again, I'm just going to throw in the rest of those capers. And then a little bit of fresh rosemary, which I don't like to use too much because it's very overpowering. And I just wiggle it in my fingers, break it apart. So here is that yummy, there we go, yogurt mixture with the salt and pepper. I think I'm going to be hopping on another cooking live before Christmas. Wow. And we're going to keep it nice and thick here. I'm going to add a little bit more pepper. I could see. I like to add enough pepper where I could just see it in the mixture. And more salt. Yum, yum, yum. And it just looks like that. Smells so, so good. And while it's out, I'm just going to put a little garlic tahini in there too. So for those people that don't like all of their food to touch on their plate, this is a nice Greek Thanksgiving where all the flavors blend together with those potatoes and the turkey. So I'm going to show off my turkey breast now. It is so beautiful. It has a fat cap over the entire breast, so it's very easy to slice. And I actually got this from my butcher, and it's just so beautiful. You could see. This is the messy part. If you want to put gloves on, you can put gloves on. I get in there with my hands. We're going to pre-salt and pepper the bird. If you have the whole turkey, you want to season your turkey 2 days with salt and pepper and leave it uncovered in your refrigerator for 2 days before you cook it. I like to cook my turkey uncovered at 375. And I like to have a digital thermometer, and you check in between the leg into the side of the breast, and it should internally read 150 degrees. And I let it sit on the counter for a minimum of 1 hour before slicing. So that's my little tidbit for no dry turkey. We don't like that. So I'm just going to get in there with my hands. Right under the skin, there's a little fat cap, and you're going to want to separate it. So one hand holds, one hand stuffs, and you could feel it pulling apart. And that's when you know you got it all under. So we're going to go under and over the turkey. Stuff it in there. And you can put this on a rack with vegetables on the bottom. Or you could do your lemon potatoes if you didn't want to make the recipe I showed today, which would be so good. Look at this Greek yogurt. No butter. And it's just going to create this delicious caramelization with all of the herbs. I'm not in my kitchen, as you can tell. I have a lot of catering going on. So I made myself a little wet nap next to me. Hopefully it'll get all the yogurt off. If this wasn't a turkey and I was alone, I'd be licking my fingers. It smells so good. So I'm going to use this wet nap. So I recommend putting the yogurt mixture on the turkey the day before you are about to roast it. If it's possible for where you live, I highly recommend getting a wild turkey. And you could start that process by Googling local farms in your area or anything nearby. I'm in New Jersey and there's a lot of options. So you can add me on Instagram at Chef Soph, ChefSoph, and I can guide you into where to get a wild turkey. It's a lot healthier, it's a lot moist, and there's a lot more flavor. All right, we did as best as we could. I'm gonna wipe my hands here, and I'm going to show you this turkey breast, Greek yogurt turkey breast with capers, dill, mint, fresh oregano, parsley, rosemary. You could put sage, any kind of herb that you like. And then drizzle our wonderful olive oil. that I can't wait to share with you guys. And I'm going to put it in the oven, 375, and check on it, pull it out at 350, and I am going to drop it off to my friend because I have too much food in the fridge. And it's nice to give this holiday season. Well, I really hope you enjoy this cooking demonstration. It was very easy. Cooking is very fun, and give it a try and be your own chef. And I really hope you make it because it really is so, so good, especially these mashed potatoes with all of the herbs and the olive oil. Thank you, OCN. Thank you, Noelle. Thank you, Father Chris. It's always such an honor, truly. I can't believe that I get to showcase all of my passions through this network. And I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Happy and healthy and a blessed Thanksgiving. Bye.